Well, good morning everybody. Stopped off, so I thought I'd just quickly, very briefly, just talk about the. Obviously, we had the excellent video from Ericozy last night. I watched it this morning, in which you can see exactly how the payments from MaM-a-thin are being sent to both Steve and Brendan. For me, raising all that money, that was a huge bonus, a huge shock actually. I was no way was I expecting to do that. In fact, I didn't even know that we at first I didn't even realize that we were going to be asking for donations for the guys, and I'm just glad that we did, because it's been a very good exercise. Obviously the best thing about it was, for me, was the fun that we had doing it. Yes, it was quite long hours. It was certainly hard going in that respect. Obviously, everybody pulling together. We had all the mods, or the admins, or whatever they're called, the mods or the rockers. I get confused. And then we had, of course, all the people that joined us to do the chats. Apologise to all those that I forgot to invite, and also the ones that weren't able to join us. Hopefully we'll have future chats as well. I say absolutely gutted that Guilt-a-thon is not going to be taking place. It was just a wind-up. Now, I did mention sporting events coming up, and we do have one interesting one coming up next Saturday, and that is the European Champions League final. And of course, it's competed for by all of the teams that qualify throughout Europe. And this is going to confuse the dude, because the two teams that are taking part are, of course, English teams, Liverpool and Spurs. And I know he's going to struggle with that, because he's going to say, well, hold on a sec, you call it a European Champions League final, and yet it's only competed for by two English teams. Not quite so simple. It was those two that actually qualified. And also, this is also going to confuse him no end. The Europa League final is also between two English teams, Chelsea and Arsenal, which means that there's three London teams in the two finals. Personally, I think I'd like to see Spurs beat Liverpool. I know that if you're out there and you're a big fan of the greatest team in the world, then supposedly, certainly Sean Ant would supports Man U, then you'll be quite pleased if Spurs were to win. That win is probably going to be quite bad, so I'll try and speak fairly close. So there's a train going by. And it's just calmed down a bit, as it tends to do, it just in gusts. So yeah, we've got the Champions League final coming up a week on Saturday. That's the 1st of June. I can't remember what's on the next Saturday, but the third Saturday after that, 2 weeks from the Champions League final, is the rally in Manitowoc. I believe it's something like 11 in the morning. 11 just before midday till 3 in the afternoon. Really looking forward to that. For me, it's going to be an extension of both MaM-a-thin and the tour down under. And I'd just like to point out that, you know, this whole case, that the focus is not on any individual supporter. It's to do with all of us coming together to try and support Steve and Brendan, do what we can to help, raise awareness. You know, as Dean Strang famously said, what can we do about it? We can talk about it. How can we talk about it? We can talk about it on social media. You know, I would just like to put a call out there to say, if you're a supporter of Steve and Brendan, let's all come together under one big banner, like we did with MaM-a-thin, and let's celebrate that, because that was the ultimately the biggest achievement of MaM-a-thin. Anyway, we'll catch you soon. Bye for now.